What is loneliness? I want to think about this. I would love us to talk a little bit about this very quickly. What is loneliness? Because loneliness is not being alone. As you already know, being alone and being lonely are two different things. But we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about specifically about loneliness. So I'm thinking, what if loneliness is a failure to meet your own expectations about how you should live your life? So maybe you're lonely because you don't have certain stuff. And some people are going to say, well, maybe you're just unhappy. Well, unhappy, loneliness, all these emotions are very interlinked. They're all connected to each other. But, well, loneliness, what if you are in a group of people, maybe the wrong kind of people, maybe you don't like those friends that you have and you feel lonely? Well, that's a failure to meet your own expectations of what kind of friends you have. You know, the friend group. I'm still thinking about this. What is loneliness actually? What if you need to adjust your expectations of how life should be? Maybe you think that you should have been married by 30. Maybe you think that you should have been a billionaire by 25. Maybe you think you should have been a world-class champion at something. And you're not. And now you're lonely because you failed your own expectations. You're not unhappy. Unhappiness is kind of fleeing. Loneliness is kind of like constant emotion because you're constantly lonely. You're constantly lonely, constantly. Like you can feel that loneliness creeping in every day, in every moment of every day. I mean, loneliness, it's kind of like a more intense emotion than just unhappiness, because you can be unhappy and frustrated for something for like 5 minutes or 5 hours, but loneliness is always there creeping in and you can feel it in your chest. So maybe that's a failure to meet your own expectations. And when we think about expectations, yes, they're our own expectations, but we didn't set those expectations. We saw other people and how they live their life based on their Instagram profile or based on the media and based on everything, and then we set our own expectations. So how do we fix them? Maybe you consume different type of media, okay? If you're concerned about not being married by 30, see all these historical figures that were not married by 30. They were not married at all, okay? Watch movies of like people that just don't give a shit about it, you know? Just an example. I'm thinking, what is loneliness? I guess I have no idea because I just rambled here for no reason.